Tim, how are you feeling?
Good.
How's the arm?
Good.
That scared you as much as it scared everyone else?
No, I think it scared everyone else more than it scared me. I was always quite confident. No worries.
How does that compare to other kind of setbacks or challenges you faced during camp and you led up to your big
I think every camp you're presented with different challenges. This wasn't ideal, but a day after I was sweet. It was just at the time it was a little bit nerve-wracking, but we move on, and now it's the fight. Forget about the dog bite.
How long have you been on the coast for? How's preparations going so far?
Been here for a week now, nice and settled now, staying over at Broadbeach, got a nice little house. Everything's good. I can't complain, the weather's beautiful, the training here is great. Smashed out a few rounds of sparring the other day, so yeah, everything's on track.
How's your motivation? Do you struggle at all to try and find motivation to get up more and more and more and more and take your training to a new level every time you fight?
Never. I guess the motivation keeps getting bigger and bigger because the prize keeps getting bigger and bigger, and what's on the line is getting bigger and bigger. So I think the responsibility is getting bigger as well. So I'm self-motivated. I don't need a certain fight to motivate me.
How have you changed up your training in order to prepare for the first Mexican opponent?
Been fighting pit bulls, man. Literally. Nah, man, just quite same. Boxing's quite universal. You go from country to country, you do the same things. Sparring, bag work, pad work, game plans, running, road running. It's the same old stuff every time. Same old shit, as they say. Just do it, keep doing it. Simple.
And what's the game plan on Sunday?
Punch him more than he punches me.
Do you feel like you want to make a statement with this performance?
Every fight I go into now is definitely a statement type fight. Not just for everyone, but more for myself. Keep proving myself that I'm the best in the division, and I keep trying to prove it to the other boys as well, and let them know and let them all notice that I'm coming.
Do you have a prediction?
Round 5.
And what's your message to Ocampo?
No, I got no message, man. It's going to be a tough fight. I know that. I know that he's tough, so it could go the distance because I know that he's never back down type fighter, and he's going to be hard to get rid of. But look, I believe in myself. I believe in what I go through, and I think the opportunity will come. But I'm ready for a tough fight. That's all it is.
And looking through the film, what weaknesses in his game have you been able to identify?
It's nothing for me to say now. It's for me to exploit on Sunday.
Tim, there's been some other big names, Terrence Spence, Terrence Crawford, your name's been aligned to them, and Jamel Charlo as well. Without looking too far forward past Ocampo, those three names potentially would fight again here, maybe next year.
Yeah, for sure. I still want the name Charlo as my number one priority. That's the name that I want on my resume. For me, it's become like, even let's say if Charlo was to vacate, for me it's not about the belts anymore. It's about the resume and about the names and about the highlights that you put on the resume and the experiences and journey along the way. So that's what it's all about. And Charlo's my aim. That's as you play in video games, there's the big boss, and you got to get rid of all these little bosses on the way to the big boss. And Ocampo's the next, but Charlo's the big boss that I got my eyes on.
Recently, he was doing a bit of yapping by his Paul and Houston, to get a chance to see his message towards you and how he has to deal with it.
I haven't seen it actually. I haven't seen it yet. But he does get on the pistol and start yapping his mouth on Instagram Live. I think that's his problem.
Tim, just on the strength of Australian boxing, you know, yourself and No Limit have played a big role in the resurgence of Australian boxing over the past 5 or so years. Does that make you proud? And where do you think Australian boxing is at the moment?
I think we're on a. I think it's not just myself. I think we've got talent in every division. Every division we've got a talented fighter, and you know, when you think about it, the Maloney boys just did what they did. There's so many big names, and I'm proud to be a part of this next wave of us, you know, of Aussie fighters that are taking on the world. And I'm glad that me and No Limit have combined for a long time now, and we've been able to put on these mega shows. You know, this is what it's all about: the journey and the experiences that are along the way.
You grew up in it, but do you hope it might inspire some young kids, the next generation coming through, to take up boxing?
For sure. There's a platform now here in Australia that we can exploit, you know, and Showtime, Jimmy Lennon Jr., all of this stuff is coming here. It's pretty crazy, you know. This is no more local shows type thing. This is the top of the tree, and we're doing it right here in Australia, and it's a part of history that we're all living in now, you know, and I'm a part of it, and I'm blessed for that. So yeah, it's great to be in my shoes, and I'm grateful to be able to, you know, bring that next wave of fighters to be able to fight under me as well.
Tim, you've done quite a bit of US media in the last week as well. How have they reacted to you and your ability to still want to fight after what you've gone through?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of respect in that. You know, I could have gone the easy path, I guess, and just said, you know what, I'm gonna take a little bit of a time off and a bit of rest. But no, that's not me. I'm getting motivated. I feel like I've got this. I don't know. I feel possessed in a certain way where I just need to unleash, and this fight is going to be a good fight for that.
Carlos Ocampo, spoken a little bit about the Mexican history of your father's legacy fighting Mexicans. Carlos has alluded to the fact that he also likes a lot of great Mexican fighters that have fought overseas, plans on bringing that belt back to Mexico. Why is the belt staying here in Australia?
Look, I think 22 times everyone said the exact same thing, that they're going to beat me in that. Words are cheap, actions speak louder than words. And that's what I do. You know it, you know? I don't need to convince people why I'm going to win, or I don't need to tell people this and that. I just do it. And then people, I guess, they believe the hype or they don't. And everyone can have their own opinion about it.
There's another big event happening a couple of days after you. Do you have any words for Freddie Fittler and the Blues as well, leading into Origin?
Oh man, I'm in enemy territory right now, eh? Let's get the job done, man. Let's go 2-1. Our way.